Yo, what's up, Bob here. Thought I'd drop in and do a quick video about the new meters releases on Jackpot Records. I have them right here. The first meters record, self-titled. The second meters record, Struttin', one of my personal favorites. And the third meters record, Looka Pie Pie. Great cover, by the way. And these were all mastered at Coherent Audio by Kevin Gray from the original analog master tapes. There have been other recent meters releases. A while back, they reissued the remastered A Message from the Meters comp. It's a lot of the meters material. Real Gone put that out, and it's very good as well. That said, if you want the Kevin Gray mastered meters, you have to get these. I've been comparing them to this original Rockaway pressing gifted to me by the legend that is Scott. Yes, pretty nice copy. Sounds very nice. This copy of Struttin', which I've had for many years, one of my most favorite records in the collection. I just love the way the cover looks, the patina, the colors, the image. These are, of course, on Josie with the kind of small, deep groove here. Very nice, very clean pressing. This was excellent reference material. And I wanted to throw this in the testing, if you will. The best of the meters on Virgo. This is a very good sounding record, and it has a range of all of the material from many of the records. If you see this, definitely pick it up. So, definitely came into the AB armed to the teeth. And I have to say, these Kevin Gray mastered versions stood up nicely to the originals. Now, I would suspect that the originals, quite a bit of bass was cut. That's really common when you're making a record of any kind, not just a vinyl record. High pass filtering is just about the first thing you do to any recording, because the more bass you remove, the more it cleans up all of the soundstage. You know, when you remove bass, it makes the snare sound like it's got more pop. It makes all the instruments sound like they have more urgency. The key is getting that balance perfect to where you have enough bass and everything sounds nice and clear, and the recording doesn't sound like it's moving in slow motion. That can be debated on how much you should remove from the tape. How much of what is on the tape should we get to hear? That said, these Kevin Gray pressings are pretty full spectrum. There's a lot of bass, and yeah, some of Ziggy's drums get stepped on a little bit. The snare doesn't quite have as much ring as it does on the original pressings. That said, the opening hi-hats that are oftentimes blown out sounding, on the verge of distorting, I would say, are tamed quite a bit by whatever treatment Kevin did. So, you know, it's a give and take. I find that these pressings are very nice to listen to. They sound great. They're nice and clear, definitely articulate and detailed. They're about $32 a piece on the street. You can get them cheaper from Jackpot. Now, I have the green, blue, and red pressing. They did some slightly, I would say, cooler looking ones that were kind of splattered and marbled. Those sold out almost instantly, and I didn't get them. I found out about these, and then I found out that my local was going to have them. Thanks, John. And I ran down there on release day and snatched them up quick. Just the fact that you can get these records in mint condition from the analog tapes is very cool, because A really clean original pressing could be from $100 to say $300, and it's been that way for many years. There's been other pressings of these records that are from digital sources and things of that nature. So this is pretty much the finest releases of these records that have happened yet since the originals. I would definitely suggest picking them up. I think they sound fantastic, and you know, it's pretty typical stuff. Kevin Gray, he always does a great job. Jackpot, I can tell they put a lot of effort into this, and it definitely comes out. The pressings are clean, mostly flat, and overall very nice. They're pretty quiet. I mean, the pressing quality is nice. The way they treated the graphic, obviously they hired Kevin to do the audio. They did a great job. I definitely would suggest getting them either from your local, or if you want to save some cash, quite a bit actually. Get them from Jackpot. You can buy the whole bundle for right around $90, I think. And I wish they would have done Cabbage Alley. I really need that record. I have a bunch of meter stuff, but I don't have that. I would also, I'm just going to grab a couple things, suggest Rejuvenation from the Reprise years. You definitely need this if you're into funky music. And of course, this, I got this recently. If you watch the channel, you probably saw it. Got it at a record show. Fire on the Bayou. Mint. Beautiful. This is one of their finest records. You definitely need it as well. The meters, I do love them. If you want to get some of that New Orleans spirit going, super funky, grab these meters records. I don't think you can go wrong. Cool colored vinyl. I suspect that later they will probably put these out in black. So, you know, if you can't get them this time around, just wait. You'll be able to get the black vinyl versions, and who knows, they might even sound better just because they're on, I don't know. These colored ones are really quiet, so I wouldn't sweat it too much. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about that really quickly, because I think these are really cool releases, and hopefully a lot of you guys will pick them up and tell me what you think. So, yeah, until then, that's right, folks. Bob out.
The song was called Look a Pie Pie, and we were on our way going to Atlanta. We blew a piston in our station wagon. And the station wagon was making this sound. That's the sound it was making. And so, you know, and we hearing this sound after so many miles, because we had probably a good 100 miles to go, you know, on that burnt piston. So Zig started beating on the roof of the car. And Leo, and we started singing, bounce, 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 and the engine was booked to it, and we bounce, bounce, and we sang that for 100 miles, you know. We got to the studio, and Leo came up with the licks, the 2 licks, and the song was history.